Hello everyone, this is Raj. Welcome to the world of Salesforce. Today is the day 32 class where we are going to discuss use of rollback records element in a flow, right? So in the previous class, we have covered up to updating the records, how to update the records using a flow, right? So there is a one more element here. When you go to our flow, go to any one of the flow. Let me create a new flow. I will show you what are the elements. What is the use of this rollback records here, right? See here, when you click on this element, add an element. So if you come down, see here, create records is completed, update records is completed, get records is completed, right? Delete records is nothing but it is very simple. When you add, if you want to delete any records from the Salesforce, right? You can add this. Right, and finally it is a rollback records. So rollback records element, what is the use of it, when to use it, right? When to use it. So let me tell you a small use case for this also. So there is a one use case. For example, when I am creating an account record in the Salesforce, right? So what are the main important fields in the account record creation? Whenever I am creating a account creation, let it be name is the main mandatory field. Let us say name and industry, right? So with these details, I am going to create an account. So under this account, right? Under this account, I need to have a related list of contact, right? It should not be created as an orphan record. Contact should be created under this account. So next I need to follow up with the contact creation, which should be follow up from the account creation, right? After the account creation, when the user click on this create contact, immediately contact record should be created. So here we are having the first name, right? And a last name is there. Okay. Email, phone, and some of the fields. With these details, I am going to create a contact. Let us say I need to have this contact under this opportunity. So I need to create one more opportunity, right? So this contact should have a lookup with the contact. This opportunity should have a lookup with the contact, right? So whenever any opportunity is created, if you need to select any contact for this opportunity, so this contact ID should be there. And this contact should have account here, right? So finally, this opportunity should have the account, whatever the account ID created in the previous screen and contact ID created in the previous screen, right? So here we are having some of the mandatory fields like amount, stage. So with these fields, I am going to create a with these fields, I am going to create an opportunity. Now, when to use this rollback records? Let us say I'm going to create one screen flow here. So in that screen flow, I am going to give some inputs that I am means in the user sense I am saying. So user is giving some input like name and industry and creating the account record in the Salesforce. So account creation is completed here. Account created, right? It should be followed by contact creation. It should be followed by contact creation. That means I need to create a one more screen here. Contact created, right? One more screen I need to create where from that screen I need to give some contact details, right? Contact details like first name, last name, email, phone. When I click on the next button, contact should be created and follow up with the opportunity created, right? If we create individually, like giving the account details and clicking on the create button, account will be created. So same way, giving the contact details and creating the contact means contact record getting created. Like the same way here for the opportunity also. But in my case, it should not be like that. Account details should be given, contact details should be given, opportunity details should be given, and finally all the records should be created sequentially with respective lookups. Okay. Now my use case is, for example, in the opportunity or in the contact, right? If I have provided exact correct data from the account, so account is created successfully, done. So no issue on this account. But when creating the contact record, right? If there is some error, like I'm missing some mandatory fields or I have missed some data, right? Which is unable to create contact record, right? Then I need to use this rollback. Rollback means, so don't create the previous record also. Whatever the previous screen given input is there, like account creation, cancel the record also. That means the whole operation is going to cancel the rollback. So whatever the account is created previously, so it is going to remove from the Salesforce. That is the use of this rollback record element. So now, for example, account is created successfully and contact also I have provided the exact data and contact also created successfully. Now in the opportunity, I got some issue, right? I got some issue and opportunity got rejected. So opportunity is not created, right? If we are not using rollback means account is created, contact is also getting created, but opportunity only fails, right? But in the real time, it should not be like that. If you want to create means all the three should be created with the respective lookups or cancel all that ones. Don't create anyone. So whatever created, just roll back them. Right? Contact is created means roll back, remove from the Salesforce. Account is created means yes, remove from the Salesforce. Okay. Hope you understand about this rollback. Okay. Now let me go into the Salesforce and show you there. So what is the rollback here? Rollback the records if there is an error while creating any other object records. So it needs to cancel previously created records also. Not creation, but any operation. Right? Whatever the operation did previously, all these operations will be reverted back. That means rolled back. Right? So here the account is created, here the contact is created, but in the opportunity, if I got some error means, so the complete operation should be rolled back. So if it is created means come back to reverse. So remove from the Salesforce. If it is updated means just revert back to the original values. Right? So that is the use of this rollback. Then in such cases, we need to use this rollback records. Okay. Now let me create a screen flow here. Okay. So let me add one screen element in order to provide the account details. So let me add here, create account screen. Okay. This is the create account screen where I need to provide some input values, right? So in this input values, let me add some here. Provide account details. Please provide account details. Okay. Done. See here, please provide account details. So some input. So whatever you want to display, you want to create any record. So for in my case, any values, right? So let me take. So let me go into the Salesforce. See account. Go to this details. So name is there, some rating is there, phone is there, fax is some all the fields are there, right? So what is the mandatory field here? Only the account name. So for now, I am taking the account name for explanation. Okay. So in order to practice, include all the fields, whatever the required fields are there, just include all the fields, relevant information like account owner, account name, parent account, how to create this input also I have explained it, right? Text data, so I have data type I have explained, pick list values I have explained, phone, email are already there, right? So number already there. So just pick list also I have explained. So just add all this details information in this flow, right? For time being, I'm adding only the text, which is the for name purpose. Okay. Just search for text. Okay. Just drag and drop it here. That's it. Okay. Text input, which should be the account name. Since it is a mandatory field, so that is the reason I have added only the account name here. Okay. I'm making it as a required and just click on done. Okay. Now I need to add a next screen. So create account screen is completed. Now add one more screen. So where contact details should be provided here, right? So that means contact create screen, contact create screen. Okay. Remove this. Now provide contact details, right? Where is the call script? Please provide contact details. Okay. Please provide contact details. Okay, please provide contact details. Here I am going to add some what are the required fields are there. Let me add those required fields. Let us say text. Text. I'm going to add here. So which should display the first name. Okay. Next one is last name. Okay. Next one is I think phone, email, also some validation tools we have written, right? So if they are not cancelled, just add them also. Okay, the validation rule is inactive, so better to add. Okay, we don't know it is inactive or active, so better to add this email and phone also, right? Phone, I think it is also there. Okay, whatever the information is there, just add that. Done. This is the contact phone, and this is the contact email. Okay, just click on done. Okay, so create contact screen is also completed. So please provide contact details. Okay, so now click on done and save it. So let me add create account with contact. Okay, if you want to add one more screen to provide opportunity details also, yes, you can add. Okay, so for this also rollback, I will tell you for these two elements. So now if the account is getting created, now if there is an error in the creation of a contact records, then whatever the record created, account created, that record is also to be removed from the Salesforce. Okay, so now what needs to be done here? So create record, right? Where I need to do here. So after completion of this input screens, just add one more element. So what is that element? Create records. Create records. Okay. So under this create a records here, create account. Okay. Create account record. I'm going to write it here. Okay. So how to set the record variables? So manually or what? Right? So here I need to select, see whatever the manually I'm going to select here. Okay. So there are two different. So here you need to keep in mind that there are two different screens. So that two different objects, account object and contact object. Right? Here I have added create elements. Here I have added create elements. right? But there are two different objects. So we cannot create two different object records in a single create record element. In a single create record element, we cannot use in order to create two object records. Then what needs to be done here? We need to create two create record elements here. So this is the first one, which is going to create account record. So that is why I say here object. So here I am going to select first object as account. Right? So we need to create record. We need to use create record elements twice. So one for account and one for contact. Okay. This is for create contact. Okay. Now, so if there is any record variable, already I have explained in these two in the create record elements, right? Now, so object as account. So what is the name here? Name should be taken from the screen element account name. So whatever the input value given in the create account screen, that input value is to be copied into the account name field. Now account mandatory field is completed. Okay, just close it. Now let me add here the fault. If you want to add fault path, just add fault path. Okay, here add screen, account error screen, just add account error screen. Okay, remove it. So what you can add here, just flow dot fault message, or you can add some display just call script also you can add. If you want to show any messages, you can show call by using call script, or directly fault message you want to show means display text. Right here you can write create account error message. Okay, now come down here under the global variable flow fault message. That's it. Okay, center update color, click on done. So this part is completed. That means account part is completed. Now I am going to add one more element here. I am going to add one more create contact record element, right? So you can add create records. So label should be create contact record, right? Create contact record. Okay. So now, so only the one first variable. Oh, how many records to create here? Just one record I'm going to create, right? What is the, sorry, let me take manually. So what is the object here? Contact. Just select the contact. Okay. Now come down. So this is the mandatory field here, last name. So last name should be, let me keep as this. Okay. I'm not going to add this last name. Okay. So wantedly only, wantedly I'm not giving this last name. So see what will happen. So in order to show the rollback record importance, I'm not doing the last name. Why? Because so in order to create any contact record in the Salesforce, the last name is mandatory. Okay. So I'm adding the remaining fields like first name. First name should be taken from screen element. Screen element first name. Add one more field. Last name, which should taken from screen element last name. Sorry, last name. Let me remove this. What is one more field? What is that? Email. From the screen element, take the email and phone. Phone I'm going to add here. Okay. Just add the value of from the screen element. What is that? Phone. Okay. Done. Save it. Okay, save it. Now, if you want to add here the fault path, the same for whatever you have did for account, the same I'm adding here, the fault path for this. Add fault path. Okay. Just add here. What is that? Unscreen. Contact error screen. Okay. Remove this. So what I need to display here? Flow display text. Contact error message. Global variables. Flow fault. Okay. Now click on done. This part is also completed. But I need to map this contact with the account, right? So I need to map contact with the account. So in this create contact, see here, only the first name, email, phone is there. So where is the lookup field? So for this, I need to add lookup field. What is that lookup? Account ID. So this account ID should be taken from the previous account records, right? Here the account is created and ID is generated. From this element, take that ID and pass that ID to account ID here. Okay. So from that element, so what is that? Create account records. Come down. So see here, account ID from create account record. So the same name, right? Create account record. Right? Take account ID from create account record. Just click on this. That's it. So now the system is going to take account ID from this create account records and passing the account ID to here. Okay. Now here last name I'm not giving intentionally not giving the last name in order to show the error. Right? Let me go here. I will show you what error is coming and what the purpose of this rollback. Okay. Now save it and debug it. Right now the required field is missing here. Okay. So what is the purpose of this rollback? Let us see here. Now click on this debug. Click on run. So let me take here test record from flow. Test record from flow. Click on next. Instead of next, you can write provide contact details like this. Right? First name, last name is mandatory. Here I have made as required. Okay, let me go back. Create contact screen. Remove the required here. From the UI screen, I am removing this required. Okay. So now save it. Debug again. Okay. Click on run. Test record from the flow. Click on next. So first name should be test record child. Okay. Child test record from flow. Okay. Done. So last name I'm not giving. So abc@gmail.com. Phone number. Just click on next button. See last name. So there is an error. So what is that error here? The flow tried to create records. When this error occurred, when the flow is trying to create a records. So what is that error? Required field is missing. Right? What is that required field? Last name. So that is the reason I am unable to create a contact record. So contact record creation is cancelled. But what about account here? Just check the debug details, go up. So interview, see here, started, interview started here, transaction committed. So screen, we have given the screen, input screen here, and the second input screen. Now come down, see, create records, 001. That means account is created successfully. But what about contact, failed to create contact records? Okay, why? Because there is an error. Field is missing. So we have handled that error also. Okay. So up to here we are very clear. Now go to the this particular ID and check whether the record is created or not. Okay. Paste it and enter. Now check that. See, test record from the flow. So account is created. What about contact? Go to the related, check for the contacts. Contact is 0. But it is not the use case, right? Our use case is what? Don't create account also. If there is no contact, right? If there is no contact, don't create account also. That means complete flow should be completed, right? The full flow should be completed. Then only whatever the create records are there, let it may be account, contact, opportunity, anything. So all the records to be created then only once the flow is completed. If it is not completed means then cancel the remaining records also. So whatever the records created previously, just cancel them. But here, as of now, the record is created, right? So let me delete this. Again, let me create once again. Okay, now it is deleted. Now go to our screen, just cancel. Okay, so now let me add this rollback. So when to roll back? Once the error is there. So that means in the create contact record, I am getting an error. So that means the last name, intentionally I have removed the last name, right? So the contact record will not be created. So then remove the account also. That means roll back the complete flow, right? Then roll back the complete flow. Now here, just click on this plus icon, come down, come down. See here you can rollback records is there. Under this data we are having the rollback records. Just click on this rollback records. Okay. So changes removed or changes rollback, right? Changes are rollback. Okay. Changes are rollback. So just click on tab, right? So that means whenever the contact record is not created, contact record is not created, immediately it is rollbacking all the changes, right? Up to here it is rollbacking all the changes. Suppose the contact record is here, okay, then it will not roll back the complete flow. So whatever the previous logics are there, whenever it is interacting with the Salesforce, so up to this screen only it is going to roll back up to here, right? This is an input screen element, right? It is going to break up to here. That's it. Okay. So now let me check whether it is working right correctly or not. Let me save this. Okay. Now debug again. Debug it. Now provide the details. Click on run. Just provide the same name, test record from the flow. Click on next. So let me give all the records abc@gmail.com. Okay, phone number, some random phone number. Okay, just click on next button. So again the same error. Again the same error. So now check here. See, contact create records. Contact account is created successfully, but creation of the contact is failed. Why? There is some error, intentional error is there. Okay, we have removed the last name. So now come down. So error is handled successfully and rollback is come. Changes are rollbacked. See here, changes are rollbacked. Let me check whether the changes are rolled back or not. So this is the account ID, right? Copy this account ID, go here and paste it here, the account ID. Previously, the account is displayed to us, but now you can see what will happen. See what happened here. So now in the Salesforce, account will be get removed. If the contact is not created, see, if the contact is not created, the account record is also not there, right? So that means first initially it has been created, account record is created. But later on, when the contact is not created, immediately the whatever the created account also removed from the Salesforce. That is the use of the rollback. Okay, got it right? Now, that is the importance of this rollback. So whatever the portion is there, whenever this we are going to add this rollback element, right? Rollback element, it will get rollback under this portion only. So I have added rollback here. So up to this portion only, it is rollback, right? Up to this portion, it is getting rollback, right? So the what is the previous screen here? Create account. So create account is also getting rollback. That means it is removed from the Salesforce. Now let me add last name also. Let me add the last name, add field, last name. Okay. So from the screen element, add the last name. Where is this? First name, last name. Done. Just click on save it. Okay, save it. Now debug again. Debug it. Click on run. So I'm providing the same name. Click on next. Same name here. Last name as Dana. Okay. So abc@gmail.com. Phone number. Okay. Click on next. All done. See, no error is there. So if you go to this debug details, see what are the input screen elements are there? Completed screen elements. Now come down. Create records. See, account is created successfully. Come down. Contact 003. Contact is also created successfully. Right? Now let me check this. Go to copy this account ID. Go back. Paste it here. Now check. See. Okay. So test record from flow. So account is created successfully. So now for this account, the child contact should be there. Right now go to related. See here, child test record from the flow Dana. Right. So this is the email which I have given and phone number I have given. Contact is also created under this account. If the contact is not created, automatically account will also get be deleted because I have added rollback element for that particular portion. Okay. So wherever you want to add this rollback, right, in order to revert back all the changes, then you can add this rollback here. Hope you understand this concept, rollback elements in a flow, right? So if you are having any doubts at any point of time, mention in the comment section. Okay. So keep following this channel for the latest updates. Thank you guys.